Trouble at the tills. The price of staple foods has soared in recent months, with as many as 2 in every 5 Britons now buying less to eat. And for the first time in 40 years, inflation, the gradual increase in the cost of goods and services across a year, rose to 9%, with the Governor of the Bank of England warning of apocalyptic food price hikes. Further back the supply chain, the middlemen are trying their best to absorb the rising costs. This is London's biggest wholesale food market, where the industry is experiencing a perfect storm of problems, from the pandemic to Brexit, and more recently the war in Ukraine.
The crisis going on in Ukraine, with the floods going on in Spain, the various packaging costs, fuel costs. Brexit hasn't helped as well in terms of all the extra paperwork that has to be done. Who knows what's around the corner? You know, if the war continues, it's going to get worse. The winter's going to get worse. Look at what we're looking at now. You know, the cost of heating, the cost of electricity. It's all going up and up and up.
Russia and Ukraine are some of the world's largest producers of cooking oils, fertilizers and grains, used in everything from bread to animal feed. But the conflict means goods are stuck in ports or rotting in fields.
Producers and sellers are used to dealing with unpredictable situations, from low yields to economic pressures to supply chain problems. But rarely have the issues come this thick and fast, leaving no time for companies to recover, leaving everybody from field to fork counting the cost.
And what's a worry for wealthy Western consumers is potentially catastrophic for some of the world's poorest. In Somalia, already crippled by drought, the war in Ukraine's pushed fuel and fertilizer prices up by 40%, while in India, a decision to ban grain exports to protect domestic supplies threatens to push global wheat prices even higher. In the UK, the national dish, fish and chips, is the canary in the coal mine.
Oil's gone up, petrol's gone up, diesel's gone up. It all adds on to everything, and Joe Public's paying for it. We're all paying for it. And how much more can we pay for?
The cost of cooking oils increased 30% in 3 months, and cod and haddock are becoming more expensive as global warming's driving fish stocks further north, forcing fishermen to spend longer at sea. And now Russian fish has disappeared from the market. Industry bosses fear a third of the UK's fish and chip shops could close in the next 9 months. As the world bounces back from the pandemic, it's now out of the frying pan and into the fire. Neave, Al Jazeera, London.